Manchester United scored 3 goals last night against Crystal Palace. The scoreline was 3-0 and we won the game by 3 goals to nil. So let's talk about the game. Hello guys, welcome to my show. This is Hojo and you're watching the beautiful game. Now let's get back to the topic. Manchester United scored 3 goals against Crystal Palace last night. It was the first round of Carabao Cup. Oh, sorry, this it was the third round of Carabao Cup, and we scored 3 goals. 2 goals scored by Casemiro, and one was scored by Martial. Let's talk about the positive from the last game that we saw against Crystal Palace. Hannibal Mesbury was playing, Palisteri was playing, as well as Anthony Martial was playing on the starting 11. And also we could see for the first time Sofyan Amrabat was playing at the left back. So they had a really good game. I saw some few positives that I'm going to share with you guys. Now let's talk about the Sofyan Amrabat, our new signing from Fiorentina, which cost us around 30 million euros. Now let's talk about him. He was covering the whole pitch as Eric Ten Hag designated him the left back position for that game last night against Crystal Palace. He was playing all over the pitch. He was covering the ground. I mean, most of the ground he was covering, and the difference between him and we can say that other midfield player is that he can run miles. He can run. Also, he can cover the ground. That was missing in the last previous game that we lost against Brighton. So I think that Sofyan Amrabat is a really good addition to our squad because he will try to chase every opposition player, because this is how football should be played. I mean, we used to play like this under Sir Alex Ferguson. In that era, football was like that only, but nowadays it has changed, and it has changed to some extent that some players don't like to run anymore or don't like to chase other opponent because they feel it's safe to play like this sort of game. But I don't think that the player who are getting 200 300 euros every week should be playing like that. And I think the Sofyan Amrabat did a wonderful job, because what we were lacking on the last game was somebody who can chase the opposition player and make tackles. And last night when I saw Sofyan Amrabat and Hannibal Mesbury, they both were playing really good, because I also want to talk about Hannibal Mesbury because he is such a young lad and also he is playing brilliant football for us. I think that he is much more aggressive than Christian Eriksen, and also he is like covering more ground than any other midfield player. I think he is covering more ground than Bruno Fernandes, Casemiro, as well as Christian Eriksen. So I think that we need somebody who can cover the ground. And what I saw from the previous game against Brighton, I think that last night we covered more grounds than the previous game. So I think that we need someone who is dynamic enough to cover all the ground. And Sofyan Amrabat and Hannibal Mesbury is doing better than Bruno Fernandes and Christian Eriksen. But I don't think that Hannibal Mesbury will replace Christian Eriksen. But I think that Eric Ten Hag should give the youngster more chance, because last night performance was really good, if not the best, but we were playing some exciting football. Maybe this was our first game where we showed some possibility of improvement, and also we showed our tactics in that game. So I think that we need to play Sofyan Amrabat, Hannibal Mesbury, and also I should say include Dan Gore, that he was also very good in the tight spaces. And I think that's something Bruno is lacking in this season. I mean, Dan Gore is also a very good player, what I saw from the last night performance. And I think that we got a really good midfield of Kobe Mino, Hannibal Mesbury, and Dan Gore for the next 10 years, I guess. If they stick to their potential, then I think we got a great midfield trio in the making. Now let's talk about Anthony Martial. Anthony Martial scored a goal. He played a average game. Rashford was not playing, and what I saw when Rashford was not playing, I saw a team that is coordinating as well as playing together. The coordination between the player were better, as well as the team is also playing little better than in the final third position. And I think that because of that selfish Rashford, because he wants to score by himself every goal and wants to be a glory hunter. So I think that by dropping Rashford last night, we got to see a different style of play. I mean, in the final third, Palisteri was playing good. Garnacho was playing good because Garnacho scored a brilliant goal, as well as even Martial was playing average, I should say. And I think that they played better than both Palisteri and Garnacho played better than Sancho and Anthony did for us. So I think that they should play more Hannibal. They should play more Palisteri and Garnacho, because those guys are hungry and those guys wants to score few goals. So I think that Aitana should give them more chance, and by dropping in Sancho and Anthony, I feel that he did a commendable job. Now let's talk about Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire played good game last night. Not that bad, not that great, but he was okay. And also just because of Casemiro and Sofian Amrabat, Casemiro can roam free according to his game style of play. So I think that it will also help the team as well as Casemiro to be more attacking in front of the goal. So I think that Sofian Amrabat is a nice addition to our squad, and the team played really well. The youngster played really well, and I want Eric Ten Hag to give the youngster more chance to play, to give them more game time, and I think that we will be improving in our next match as well. Make sure you like this channel and subscribe to my channel as well as like this video. Bye bye.